What's up, you guys? It's Jonno! Today I am in Marshall Discovery Park. We're in Coloma, California. I think we're actually in a little tiny town called Lotus right now, which I absolutely love the name. We drove through Lotus, apparently. We're in Coloma now, all right? So we are in this park right here. I'm just gonna kind of walk around the park. There's a river here. We're gonna go down to the river. That's gonna be lit, and basically just explore. This is a Destination Pokemon Go video. Me and Wifey always trying to find the local spots with the most interesting gameplay, as well as the most interesting stuff in real life to do. So it's gonna be another lit adventure. My game is taking a little while to load because I'm actually uploading a video on YouTube right now. So yeah, it's gonna take a second for the game to load. There we go. But here you go, guys. We just got here, we just parked, and we are immediately on the river. This is amazing, you guys. This is absolutely amazing. Totally beautiful. We have never been here, so we're about to do a whole day of exploring. Wifey loves to correct me, so apparently she has been here. All right, you guys, I have never been here, so shout out to Wifey. Apparently she's already been here. All right, you guys, so we do have some Pokestops, we have gyms, we do have some raids nearby as well. I saw some raids, so we're looking in pretty good shape here. It looks like we should have some pretty interesting gameplay and plenty of stuff to do, so let's get started. All right, you guys, so we are just walking around here by the river. You could probably hear the water behind me. I did find a Psyduck, so it looks like we're getting appropriate water spawns here. Not like in Sacramento where we get barely any water spawns, even though there's a river running right through downtown. Makes no sense to me, but whatever. We do get some water spawns. They eventually did fix that, but still not as many as you would think. There's a Pokestop up here, so I'm gonna go and spin that bad boy. That's my first catch of the day. Nice. See if we can spin that thing. Can we get close enough? There we go. I'm just walking out here on the rocks. I'm trying not to like fall on my face. Wifey's exploring somewhere behind me. But yeah, it's gonna be a lit day, you guys. Let's throw that 5K in an incubator. That's really important. I've got 8 10K eggs, you guys. 8 10Ks. I gotta get my one more 10K egg, and then I'll have all 9 10K eggs, and we'll hatch those bad boys for the Stardust. So anyway, grabbed an egg. We're gonna walk today. I'm gonna go explore some more of this park, and I think we're gonna do some raids as well, because there's some good raids over there if we can get there in time. So we'll be back. Check this out, you guys. We are just walking around down here at Sutter Mill. All right, here we are at the historic Sutter's Mill site. This is the old site of the mill. They actually have a mill kind of up in the distance. I showed that on my B-roll footage, but really interesting kind of location here. There's just so much history here. It's actually amazing. So you can kind of climb around here. It's a pretty cool location. I do highly recommend getting out here, checking it out. It's a very, very chill spot. Super chill. We got ducks nearby, we got geese, all that good stuff. A lot of people out here walking around. So yeah, it's super chill. There's actually good Pokemon and there's a ton of Pokestops. I still haven't made it over to those raids yet. I don't think we're gonna make it in time for the raids because I'm just wandering around, taking in the environment here. But yeah, that's what we're up to, you guys. Let's do a little egg check. I lost Wifey. She got bored while I was filming, so I gotta go find her on the trail somewhere. We've barely even walked this egg. We're just getting the adventure started still. Pretty much just exploring the area and seeing what's around. But let's walk over here to these Pokestops and see if we can find anything interesting. And I want to see if it's a nest. It should be a nest because it's a labeled park. So I'm guessing that there's a nest here, but so far I'm not sure what it might be. So we're gonna walk around and see what we can catch. Let's explore, you guys.
All I wanna do is to put my arms around you and watch these moments fall back into place. All I wanna do is to make you stop and love me. How can I be blue when you catch me in these feelings like okay. I love you, I do need you, I do love you, I do need you, I love you, I do need you, oh, I love you, I do need you, oh, I love you, I do need you, I do love you, I do need you, I love you, I do need you, oh, I love you, I do need you.
All right, you guys, so we are just walking around and it just hit me that this is actually the location where gold was discovered in California many years ago. This is actually the site of the gold rush, the actual like famous California gold rush, you guys. So there's a ton of historical sites here and there's all kinds of little you know, like these like signs that have all this historic information, and all these Pokestops are just like super rich with historic information. It's really interesting to come out here and read all the little signs that they have and kind of understand the process that went into discovering gold, and then the gold rush, and then when there was no gold left, what did they do afterwards, you know? And there's all these historic landmark sites that have actually been either rebuilt or restored so that they can serve that historical, you know, significance that they always had. So it's kind of interesting that they actually rebuilt and restored many of the destinations here. And look, we got the full evolution chain of Linoon and Zigzagoon over here. Not bad. So anyway, I'm gonna walk through the old historic town over to the coffee shop where we got some coffee earlier, and just kind of show you guys the Pokestops, show you guys a couple of the little, you know, features that they have here. And we're just gonna keep this adventure rolling, and then later we are gonna go to Georgetown. I don't know exactly what or where that is, but Wifey seems to think it's pretty interesting, so we're gonna go over there at her recommendation and see what is in Georgetown as well. So it's a pretty lit adventure today in Coloma, California. So we'll be back, you guys, with some more interesting historic sites. All right, you guys, so this is our final destination for the day. We made it to this cute little town called Georgetown. We are just gonna walk through. It's a little historic town next to Coloma. We had to drive about 25 minutes on like a really tiny one-way road, which was crazy because every time another car would come, we'd have to like pull over on the side, or they'd have to pull over. But yeah, you guys, it's just a little historic town. It looks a lot like Old Sac. It looks a lot like Folsom. It looks a lot like Auburn. It just looks like a lot of these historic old towns that are just in the Sacramento, Bay Area region. And it's just really, really interesting. And surprisingly, there are a ton of Pokemon and gyms that are getting raids. So very impressive. I think it's really cool, you guys. I think as far as recommending places to go that would actually be worth coming to, this is definitely worth it, guys. I would say give it a try. Got a lot of history, got a lot of really, really interesting stuff out here that you could see. So it's pretty impressive. I would say come out and do it. But you guys, that's going to be the end for this episode. We are actually just walking around old Georgetown. I don't have much else to talk about on this episode. We're going to go and snag some gyms because all of the gyms out here have like absolutely nobody in them. They're all ready to get kicked out. So I've just been kicking out gyms. It takes like a minute to kick them all out. But that is going to be the end for this episode, you guys. I'll show you a little bit more of historic Georgetown, but that's it from me. So thanks everybody for watching. Thank you to my amazing subscribers, and peace.